guys, it's so nice to have you on my channel again. I hope you're having a really good day. Today we're going to talk about how we can sell art, because it is such a minefield out there of information and it's kind of confusing. So today I want to give you 5 top tips to help sell your artwork. You can also follow me and my art journeys on my social medias here or my website here. I hope you enjoy these 5 tips. So my number 1 tip is to have a good body of work. Now, I would say that a good body of work when you're just first starting would be maybe about 10 to 20 pieces of solid work that have a theme like running throughout of them. That really gives you a sort of look as an artist, and people will know exactly what you're about just from looking at your page for 1 minute, even 30 seconds. And that is going to be really good for upcoming artists, so that people can recognise your work straight away. It also helps to make you look more professional, because if you have quite a few different pieces of, that don't really seem to fit in with each other, it kind of looks like you're still finding your style. Realistically, I think that all artists are continually finding their style, but to a buyer, it really helps them feel more confident about buying that artwork if it looks like it's from a sort of theme, or that the artist knows what direction that they're going to go in. It's also really important that you are happy with these pieces of art, because you don't want to try and sell something that even you're not happy with. You've got to really feel like you love that artwork, because your enthusiasm is then going to rub off onto other people. So step 2, I would say, is to figure out what platform that you want to use to sell your work. So is it going to be through social media? Is it going to be through Etsy or Folksy or a site like that? Are you going to use galleries instead? So you've got to figure out which one works best for you. I personally use Etsy and I find that it works very well. It's very easy to upload your paintings to sell, and it just sort of sorts out all that payment and all things like that. Some artists just use their social media sites like Instagram or Facebook, and they say, this painting's for sale, does anyone want it for this price? And then they invoice them through PayPal using their email. So that's another route you could go down, which again works very well. Galleries are another route if you want to sell your work but don't want to put the effort in when it comes to actually selling it, making the sale and shipping it and all that kind of thing. In the past I've not found galleries to be, they've been okay and they've been good as like a side thing, but I've not found them to be as good as when I've been selling it myself. And I suppose that's because they have a lot of artists there that they have to sell their work. So if you do want to use Etsy like me, I've popped a link down below which will give you 40 free listings, which will be really helpful to anyone wanting to start their art career on Etsy. Okay, so for tip 3, we're going to focus on presentation. One artist that I really admire gave me some really good advice, and she said, whatever platform you use, so whether that's your social media profile, a website, a blog, anything, that is your shop window. And when she said that, it really resonated with me, because I thought, wow, I actually love shopping, and if I walk past and the shop window is, then I ain't going in. So you need to make your shop window bright, professional, beautiful to look at, and friendly as well. You don't want to put people off, but it needs to be really clean looking, because if you went into a shop and it was dull and it was a bit dirty, like they hadn't put a lot of effort in, that people are just going to walk straight out. And it's going to be the same with your online presence. If your Instagram page, your Facebook page, your blog, if it looks messy and it's not got a theme as such, people are just gonna get out of there as quick as possible. And you want people to feel welcome, you want them to feel refreshed after coming to your shop window. So that's a really good point. So yeah, I think I actually might make another video on this, because presentation is something that is necessary to sell in art. It can be one of those things that is really difficult to get right, and I only just feel like I'm starting to get that right now with my Instagram and things like that. So if you would like that, then let me know. Okay, so tip 4 is that you want to be building a list of followers, supporters, and people that really like your work. So this could be just Instagram followers, just Facebook likes, it could be people that follow your blog. My biggest recommendation is to somehow get hold of people's email addresses. Now, this is very important. You cannot just sign somebody up without first getting their permission, because that's actually against the law to send them marketing emails when they haven't asked for them, basically. So I use MailChimp, which is a really fantastic way of building your email list and sending out, different campaigns as such to people that really, really want them. And I find that very, very important, because these are people that are, going to invest in your work at some point. So treat them really special, because they are. So tip number 5, which I think is the most important one, and it's the one that people probably get wrong the most, is patience. This is going to take a long time. It's not an overnight thing. It's not going to happen in a few months. It will probably take years for you to get to that point where you want to be at. And that's okay, because the fact is that once you've got to that point, then it can go on as long as you want it to go on. As long as you keep creating artwork and keep in contact with your followers, then it's just going to grow and grow. And I think that's what's so special about it with the internet, is that you've got ultimate control over it. People are also really good at smelling that desperate feeling, and you don't want to come across desperate, because your artwork is so unique, it's so special to you. Don't undersell and just be like, oh, I want the money from it, because that's not what it's about. The point of being an artist is that you can feel fulfilled whilst earning money to continue doing it every day or every week, whatever your schedule is. And that's the main point about it. So, try not to be too selly. You don't want to shove it in people's faces, because chances are if they like something, they will probably ask if they can buy it. So just relax, have fun, and give it time, and the sales will come, I promise you. So that's our 5 tips over. I've also written a blog post about this with 10 tips, so there probably will be some duplicates. I'll pop the link to the blog post in the description box, and it'd be really good if you could share that with your artist friends, because I think it could be really helpful to them. It'd be amazing if you could like this video and even subscribe, and we're just building this community of artists and people who love art, and it's amazing. Thank you so much for all your support, and have a beautiful day. Bye!